Hey, what's up guys? This is Yo Boy Roy back for part 3 of my collaboration with Ubisoft over Operation Steel Wave. In the past 2 parts I've covered the house rework and the upcoming Year 5 Season 2 patch notes, but now it's time to cover the new attacker coming to Rainbow Six Siege, Ace. Yeah, just vibing. Like, this is like the narrator pose. Like, you walk into my crib, I'm like, hey. What's up? As a disclaimer, I have changed my aspect ratio to 3:2, so things might look a little different than what you're used to seeing. And if you want to skip to a specific part of the video, I've included timestamps down below. So, Ace. Perhaps the only time you'll get to use the word Ace in a match, but regardless if you're nuts or not, Ace is here to provide new utility to a handful of situations. Yeet.
That was, you can really huck those
That was
things.
pretty dang good.
Perfect.
I'm very proud of myself. Let's talk about some of those key places I see him personally being used. Given his gadget opens up one row at a time but can fully extend to make a massive hole, I see him being used on the coastline billiards wall. Traditionally, if you wanted to open up lines of sight to prevent defenders from rotating through, you'd use Habana. Not anymore, given Ace can get more of the wall and be way more effective than a Habana could. Another area I see him being used is on Consulate's garage wall. Perhaps once you thatcher the electrified wall, you want to ensure nobody will bandit trick. With Ace being able to deploy his gadgets immediately, it will be almost impossible to trick every single one, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least one of these opened. These types of walls will be super effective for him. The question you might be asking is, why would I pick Ace over Maverick, Habana, or Thermite? Is he the best hard breacher? Well, let's first think about what each brings to the table. Maverick is both silent and a lone counter to bandit tricking. Whether you're sneaking in through Dirt Tunnel on Clubhouse, trying to open up a hatch, or team up with a soft breacher to get a reinforced wall, he's pretty good. But you have to be pretty skilled to use him most effectively and make sure you're not wasting any of his fuel. Habana is amazing for hatches. She's the only one out of the hard breachers that can get 3, so you'll typically pick her on Clubhouse, Armory Objective to get the hatches, or the same for the Oregon hatches on the Laundry Room Objective. Thermite is OG. He teams up with his iconic duo Thatcher and they get one wall at a time with a decent success rate. Ace, however, gives you opportunities to do more walls a lot quicker. Personally, I feel like he's the best to get a wall now, given you can go all or nothing and deploy all 3. He's not good on maps where hatches are the goal, since he has to use 2 in order to get a single reinforced hatch. But in addition, his gadgets can get rid of deployable shields just like an Ash could. Wait. Okay, I was like, bruh. I'm gonna reload and kill them both.
He's reloading. Nice.
Oh, he's better.
So he's very versatile, has a fantastic gun, and an all-around good operator to bring. Alright, let's try this out.
Is an Oryx roaming by music?
Woo! It kind of worked!
Let's go, Roy.
It kind of worked! The fact he has the traditional ACOG is also incredible. Personally, I feel like having this sight is way cleaner than the Russian ACOG, but I know a lot of people feel the opposite. So let me know down in the comments which ACOG y'all prefer. The ACOG that's on fuses or the new one that Ace has now received. Let's address some of the disadvantages of him, however. First, the explosion when the breach goes off doesn't deal much damage, so a defender can simply shove their face up against the wall and shoot you immediately if you aren't ready for it.
Yo, one's on main stairs. Very back. I'm dead. Nice.
Second, depending on how high you throw it, you might leave too much room for a defender to be sitting underneath the breach and get caught off guard upon your entry. Third, if your goal is to make a hole large enough to run through, you'll have to wait for the second stage of the explosion. This can be impacted and stopped, so it could be dangerous to only open part of the wall and have to wait for more of it in order to run through. Something Macy J demonstrated for all of us on Twitter was mirror tricking after the first explosion happens. This provides a perfect way to deploy her gadget and either use the opening to throw a nitro or simply return fire. That's it for today, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the house rework, the patch notes, and the Ace overview, as I'll have one more over Melusi here soon. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see y'all in the next one.